In this episode, I'm going to talk about 5 new features Canva recently released. 2 are some of the crowd's favorite. You've been waiting for this for a very long time, and 1 includes this. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? My name is Ronnie. Welcome back to the channel, the place where you can learn everything about Canva and become a better designer. Today, we are continuing our What's Hot in Canva series. This is episode 12 already. As always, we have a lot to cover, so let's cut the fluff and jump into Canva to discover these new features. Okay, starting off very strong with the first new feature. This is something you've been asking Canva for a very long time, and I've been wanting this for a very long time as well. I'm talking about the color picker or the eyedropper, aka the ability to pick any color on your design and just use that color in Canva for the other elements. So let me show you where to find that. I have a design here. This is a thumbnail for one of our previous videos, the one I did about printing t-shirts with Canva. So I'm going to simply select an element. Okay, this is a text box, the one here that says t-shirt. I'm going to select the font color button, or it works with any of the color buttons as well. If you click on an element, for example, this shape right here, you can change the color by clicking on the color button. And then you will have to click on the plus button right here, just as if you were going to enter a custom color, custom hex code. And you will notice that right here, just next to the box here with the hex code, you will find the color picker. It says pick a color from the design. So let's do this. I'm going to click on it, and you can see as I hover my mouse over the design right here, I can pick any color of that design, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to pick one, for example, this yellow right here, and you can see my design has changed. The color is now yellow. So this is super convenient. It is a minor detail in terms of like what this feature can do, but such a time saver for those of you who design and spend a lot of time creating stuff in Canva. I personally love this one. I can stop using my Google Chrome extension. I had a color picker. I won't lie to you, I was using it, but the fact that it is now integrated into Canva really saves the day. Again, to find it, just click on any element or text box and click on the color button, then the plus one, and you will find it right here next to the box where you usually paste your hex code. A few more things to add about the color picker is that it is available on desktop and on specific browsers only at the moment. This will work only if you use Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge, not yet Safari. So if you are a Safari user, you will have to wait a little bit longer, and I don't think this feature is yet available on mobile. It is available for all users, pro, free, enterprise, education, anything. So yeah, just go ahead and try it. Moving on to the second new feature, and this one is a simplified shared and published experience. So this is a UI revamp, a change in the way Canva is basically presenting existing features. But it is an important one because it has to do with the way you export or you share or you publish your finished design. So let's say I have created this slide right here and I want to share that. I want to publish that. So now you have to click on the share button, okay? And the other button, the other call to action will depend based on what type of document you are using. If you're creating a Facebook post, you will have a button that prompts you to publish to Facebook. Same with Instagram, etc., etc. But if you are designing a presentation, you will have the present call to action. But what I want to draw your attention on is this other button right here, the one that says share. So if you click here, you will find here the redesign, shared, and publish experience. That's the new feature I want to show you. So you will see this menu has been heavily rethought, redesigned to make it easier for you to publish your designs. And the emphasis has been given on a couple of things. First, you will notice that they have been grouped. So you can either decide to download your design, you can share on social media, you can print, or there is more. So for example, the publish is a website, the share is a link, all of that stuff is now behind the more button. So if you click more, you will find all of these different options like website and sharing as a link, present and record, all of this stuff. If I go back to this menu, the download menu now has all the stuff that you would download into. So a PNG, a PDF, a JPEG, SVG. If you are a pro user, you can download as a GIF. So these are all the different formats you can download your design into. Okay, so that is the download button. If I close this one and come back to share, I now have share on social media. So Canva Canva made it simpler because I believe they want you to share your design online. They realize not everybody always downloads their designs, they just use them as is. And it's a right call, like people share their designs directly. So by clicking on the share button, you will have access to all the social media platforms you can share directly into without leaving Canva. So that's pretty cool. What else can I say about this revisited menu? You have a print section, so you can print your design, and Canva will show you all the available options for prints in your country. So this might vary depending on where you live in the world. In Australia here, we are pretty lucky because we have all sorts of stuff, including hoodies, tote bags, banners, canvases, etc., etc. So that's a pretty complete offer. And I know Canva is building up this offer for Canva print around the world. So check that out. One other thing that I want to show you is that the link sharing system has been also simplified. So now you have this button that you can toggle on and off. If you turn it on, link sharing on, you can decide anyone with the link can, and then you have different options. Anyone with the link can view, anyone with the link can comment, anyone with the link can edit, or you can even publish as a template. So that's kind of like all your different sharing options, like what can you do by sharing the link of your design. So by default, it will be turned off, but if you want to share your design, you turn it on, you select the option you want to use and share as, and then you're good to go. You can copy the link and share that. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is that they emphasized also the collaboration options by having right next to your bubble with your name here, a plus button from which you can invite other people from your team, for example. So here in the Canva team, so I could invite and make this design available to all the team, for example. Or if you work with a smaller team, you might see individual names here popping up, and you can make that design available to specific members of your team. So that's what I wanted to show you, a redesigned, shared and published experience. It is available to all users, but gradually. So if you don't yet have this new UI tweak of the interface, just rest assured it will come. Just wanted to show it to you today. So if you don't have it yet, don't freak out. It's going to come in the coming days, maybe in the coming weeks. It is also not yet available for Canva for enterprise clients and Canva for education and nonprofit. So this is going to be made available progressively to everybody, but for now, starting with, I would say, regular free and pro users. The next feature I want to talk about has to do with Canva on your mobile. This feature is a mobile feature. It is the ability to use the video timeline on your mobile. So I'm going to switch to my mobile screen recording very quick and show you that if you start a video project on your Canva mobile app, and you will find the video project right here on top of your homepage, just click on video, then you will be presented with a bunch of video templates. So let's say I like this one right here. I'm gonna click on it, and you will see that you can now have access, just like as on desktop, you will have access to your video timeline. So it is here at the bottom. You have, at the moment, I have only one page, but I have the same options as on my desktop. If I click on that one page and I reposition the clip to exactly where I want to cut it, I can split it by using the split button. And now I have two different pages here, and I can add transitions just like I can on the desktop by clicking on the plus button. So I can either from here add a page or add a transition. If I add a transition, let's say a slide transition like this one, I have the option to control some of the settings from this transition. You see the little setting button right here on the middle. So I click on that, and this is basically the duration and the direction of your transition. So duration, I'm gonna stick with half a second. That's good. Direction, I want it to go to the right, like so. So if you're good to go, you can just click the arrow and go back. You can apply the transition to all the pages, just like on the desktop version. But that's good. I'm good to go, and I can play this. Let me drag it from here. Yep, you saw my transition. Like so, very easy. If you want to add footage that you might have on your phone directly to your timeline, nothing is easier. Just click on the page, for example, on this blank page right here, it will create a new page, and I can then add anything from there, not just a video, but any Canva element, a template or anything. If you want to add anything from the mobile UI, just click on the purple button with the plus. Once you do that, you will be redirected to a page right here where you can upload different things. You can see at the bottom bottom, you would have the categories of elements. So this is the templates. You have your Canva elements when you can search for. You have your camera roll. You have your recent uploads. So if you have uploaded already a video from your desktop, you will find it here. So these are my video uploads that I have uploaded on my computer. Photos, text box, colors, etc., etc. There's a bunch of different things here. But what I want to show you is that if I go to my camera roll and I select this video that I just recorded, it will be added to my timeline. So this has been shot in the wrong format, I admit, but I can stretch it a little bit like so. I can make it funny like so. Let me show you how this works. So now that I have imported my footage from my camera roll, I can easily just dragging through this timeline. I'm swiping left and right. Okay, let's delete the first page, which is not appropriate here. Let's say I have a little intro. Boom, I start with my footage. Let me play it back. Okay, so I can see there is a music going on here on the timeline. And this is a music that goes with the video template that I used in Canva. So if you click on it, you can expand it. You see, I clicked on that music track. I want to reduce it so it doesn't start over my video. Let's say it like so. I want it a little bit over the video, but not all the way over and covering my voice. So. Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, I probably need a transition here. I will add a slide transition, give it a duration of half a second, and I want this to be from the left to the right. I'm good with this. Okay, let's play it back to see. What's up, guys? Just testing the feature. Okay, so it works perfectly. If you click on the video clip, you can edit it right here from your timeline. You can reduce the size of that clip. Like you see, you can just drag it to the left or to the right to make it longer or shorter and keep exactly the passage you want. You can split your video clips. You can add transitions. You can add more footage from your camera roll or from the Canva library. You can add text boxes. You can really do everything you can on your computer directly from your mobile. This is awesome news for those of you working on the go who like to create with their mobile. Everything is now available right there, so go ahead and try it. All right, moving on to the third feature. We still have a lot to cover, guys, so buckle up because this is not over yet. The third feature is also an important one, and that is the one that includes my Apple Pencil, or any pencil. You don't need to have an Apple Pencil. The feature I'm talking about is the Draw app, the ability to free draw in Canva with a pencil if you have one on your tablet, if you have one, or directly in your desktop on the normal version of Canva. So first, let me show you where to find it. I have a design here. It's just me. It's a photo of me that has been cut out of the background. So I use the background remover, which is a pro feature to get to this result. But now I would love to create a custom outline around this photo because I think it's cool and I want to create some little doodles around it. Maybe I want to create a YouTube thumbnail about it. So let me show you first where to find this Draw app. Okay, so if you don't see it here on your side panel, just head over to the More button here at the end of the list, and then you should find this app, which is called Draw. And it's still in beta, but regardless, you can click here. And now you have different styles of brushes. So you have a pen, a marker, a glow pen or a highlighter, and different colors. And also you have the size of the brush. You can make it smaller or bigger, and the transparency of the stroke. Okay, so let's use a marker. Let's use white as the color. And you can see when you hover to your design page, you can see the actual thickness of the brush. So this is a bit thick, 50. Let's go for half that, let's say 25, or let's say 30. Yeah, this looks better. So now I'm using my mouse here, good old mouse. So let's see how it works. I'm just going to draw here. You see, I'm creating these dashed little dots right here, or little dash, and I'm just outlining my photo. Sorry, Diana, I know you created a tutorial recently about creating this manually in Canva, but now with the Draw app, we have this new ability to create these kinds of custom outlines. And this is like me just improvising on the go here. I'm gonna go and speed it up a little bit. Okay, so it's not the best result in the world. I've made this super quickly to show you I can draw pretty much anything. The problem is I cannot draw. I'm not a good drawer. But I wanted to show you how it works. You can change the color of the stroke. You have to change it before you start writing. Okay, if you don't like it, like what I've just done, it's not good, you can cancel. But be careful, if you cancel, it will cancel out everything. So this is not great. Indeed, I canceled everything. So make sure you click done once you're done with your doodle. What I want to show you, I have my iPad right here. And I want to show you how to use this with your iPad, but also with the Apple Pencil, because this is where this feature really becomes very cool. So I'm going to open the very same design that I have on my computer here, and you can see that the little RH thing here, it means there's another user in your design. That's me on my computer right here. But if I open the same design on my iPad and I select, let's say I'm selecting a marker, color white, and I'm gonna go for 30, I like that stroke. I can now use my Apple Pencil to draw on this Canva design, which is cool. So let me try what I just did again, but this time with my Apple Pencil, and you will see this is going so much better and faster. I can actually do something of decent quality. So this is an awesome new feature for those of you who have a tablet, who might have an Apple Pencil, who might like to draw. So I can create some cool stuff here. For example, I can write t-shirt with custom like handwriting here. That's pretty cool. I can really have fun with this, and I can see how this can be used in different creative ways. For example, to create thumbnails or to create custom cards or anything really that involves you drawing. If you're an artist, you can really go far with this. So this is what I wanted to show you. Also, don't forget to click on done to have your design selected. Once you do, you can move it. This is actually becoming a Canva element, which is pretty cool. So this is a base. I can add some other stuff. I have my glowing pen here. Let's see what the glowing pen does. Oh yeah, it creates some nice glowy things. Okay, I can change the color to green to see what it looks like. Okay, it gives me that. Can play with the settings, the size. This is pretty cool. Let's cancel that as it is not very good. But yes, you can now draw on Canva. If you have a tablet, the experience is even better. So for now, what you need to know about the Canva drawing app is that it is available on desktop and on iPad, not yet on your mobile device. So don't search for that on the mobile yet. It is not yet available. I'm hoping we will get there, but it's not there yet. So available on desktop and iPad. It is available for everyone. Free, pro, enterprise, education, and I can see a lot of good applications for this. For example, yesterday I had my Thai class. I'm learning how to speak Thai. I used to live in Thailand and I started my courses there. So I have a class still every Wednesday. My teacher, she wants me to write because I learned how to write, and I'm not very good, but I know some basics of writing. And so I use this for the first time in Canva. Actually, I can show you how to write my own name in Thai in this tablet. So let's try this. I'm gonna do a R, and this is the O. Now I'm gonna write the N and the E, Ronnie. That's how you write Ronnie in Thai. All right, so what I wanted to show you is that there is a lot of uses for this Draw app in Canva, especially for education. Let's say you are working with children and they have an iPad, and that's how they learn. They can now learn the alphabet. They can learn the letter A, and then the letter B, and then the letter C. And like that, they can really practice writing and drawing directly on a digital platform. I believe this is a first step to a more evolved product. This is still quite bare, this is still quite raw, but the features are there, they're cool, okay? Maybe it needs a little bit of a tweak, like the ability not to delete everything if you don't press done. That would be nice, but this is a nice step into like using these digital platforms and creating digital art. So just try it out, have fun with it, and let us know what you think of that feature. All right, guys, how are we doing? We've just covered 4 important features. We still have 1 to go. This one is a bundle of features actually, so make sure you stick around. It's about editing photo with Canva. But before we get into this, I want to spend 1 second to highlight my favorite comment of the week. This week, we have a comment from Kristen. Kristen left us a comment on a video produced by Diana called Creating a White Outline Around Your Photos. And she says, incredibly useful. You guys have helped me up with my YouTube channel in terms of banners and thumbnails. 9K new subscribers in less than a year. Thank you. So Kristen, thank you for taking the time to leave us this comment. It really touched me because as a YouTuber myself, I know how hard it is to grow a YouTube channel, right? So I really feel super happy for you that because of Canva, basically you were able to create like cool channel art and maybe some cool thumbnails for your videos that helped your channel grow. I mean, this goes a long way for us YouTubers teaching people how to use Canva to grow their business. It means the stuff that we are teaching is actually making an impact making a difference. So thank you for reminding us of that. We appreciate you, and we appreciate all of you leaving us comments every week. We read them all, so make sure to keep them coming. All right, let's move on to the fifth and last new feature for today, for this episode, which is the ability to edit photos. Some more options for you who like to edit your photos both on mobile or on your desktop. This time, this feature has been released at the same time to all the platforms. So what am I talking about? Basically, you just need to work with a photo. Okay, let's use this photo of me, and you will click on Edit Image. Okay, so from here, you will discover some new photo editing options. So you have your traditional ones that are the background remover, your adjust settings, some filters, smart mockup, shadows, frames, duotones. All of that is, I would say, the classic one. But if you scroll down to the bottom, you will find three new beta features, which is Auto Enhance, Auto Focus, and Face Retouch. Okay, so these are the three new things I wanted to show you today. If I click on Auto Enhance, I will first have to install this app. I'm gonna install the three of them so I can show you how they work. All right, now they are installed. They will come here into your tools. Okay, so for that, I'm going to zoom in a little bit on the photo right here. Okay, so make sure your photo is selected. That's the first step. You need to use the Edit Image button. Okay, so the first one I want to show you is the Auto Enhance. Okay, Auto Enhance is going to instantly make my photo more beautiful, if it is even possible. But yeah, without joking, like it will auto enhance your photo, so change a few settings on your photo to make it better. Okay, so you have the option to show the original, and you have a slider with the intensity. So here, Canva made my photo 50% more beautiful. You can go 100% more beautiful, but basically by moving this slider, it adjusts the intensity of the effects or set of effects. We don't know exactly what's going on in the background here, but probably moving different of these sliders that you can move yourself in the slider options, so in the adjust button. But here, it is pretty much done for you, and you can always see the original. That's the original, and that's the auto-enhanced one with 67% intensity. I like that. I'm gonna apply that to my photo. And that's the first one I wanted to show you. An easy way to make your photos just pop a little bit more. Usually it has to do with the brightness, the contrast, maybe the saturation. So that's auto-enhanced. Second one is auto-focus. For auto-focus, I'm going to use a different photo because this one is not going to work. You need a photo with something going on in the background. So I'm going to search in the photo library. I'm going to search for a photo of a crowd. Okay, a crowd of people. Yep. Let's use this one. I'm going to make that full screen. Okay, that's good. And I'm going to zoom in so you see what's going on. Okay, so this photo, everything is in focus. Okay, everyone is focused on the photo, but I want to create some sort of effect where I'm blurring part of that photo. So again, selecting my photo, going to Edit Image, and this time I'm going to use autofocus, this one right here. And what this feature is going to do, it's going to focus on one part of your photo. So you see how the people in the background have been blurred thanks to this effect. So I can control two settings here. The blur intensity, you can make it way blurry, or just like leave it reasonably blurry like so. And I can play with the blur position. So you see, basically if you drag your slider from the blur position all the way to 0, the entire photo will be blurred. But if you start bringing up the slider, you see it will start at the bottom will be focused, and the more you drag your slider up to the right here to 100%, the focus will be moving up your photo. So basically, if you are at 50, your image is focused on the center. And then the more you move it, the more you move that focal point towards the upper part of your photo. So that is pretty cool. Maybe I can show you an example with another photo. The photo of like someone in the park. Okay, someone in the park. That's a great photo to search for. Okay, let's find a photo of someone in the park. Okay, let's use the photo of this lady working on her computer. Again, selecting the photo, edit image, and I'm going to use the autofocus. I want to have her really pop out of the background here. So let's see if I can do that. Right, so you can now see that the background has been blurred some more, okay? At 30, if I continue like moving this slider, can really create a special focus and really detach her from the background. So I'm happy with that effect. I'm going to apply it to the photo, and this is the final result. A photo where the subject really stands out from the background because I have created this kind of artificial blur in the background thanks to autofocus. And I'm coming back to my own photo here to show you the last feature of the bunch. For this one, I'm going to zoom in on my face. Look at this crazy face, because I want to show you face retouch. Okay, so face retouch, making sure I'm selecting my photo, click on edit image, and I'm going to go back to the bottom here and use face retouch. So face retouch is kind of like a beautifier, but Canva purposely didn't want to make it too heavy because we don't want to promote this culture of we need to be perfect, we need to retouch everything, but still, you know, a little bit of a help to retouch some photos of people, that's okay, but you won't find the extreme filters here, the extreme beautifying effects, just some subtle touches to make your portrait look more professional. Okay, so first you have the auto feature. So if you click on auto, you will see a bunch of effects already applied. So I can see the before and after. This is quite subtle. I can see a little bit of my shadow here has been kind of deleted. This is very subtle. But I can apply more intensity and show you, and you will see more differences. You see, especially under the eyes. So this like blackness under the eyes has kind of disappeared. Now I have a little bit less wrinkles. Okay, so you can do that. You can use the auto feature, which will kind of work on different settings at the same time, or you can work one by one. So you can use the smooth skin, whitened teeth, or red eyes. So I think I could use a mix of the three, to be honest. So let's start with the smooth skin here. So by default, it is at 50. Let's make my skin super smooth, like 100% smooth. I don't see much difference. Oh yeah, a little bit here on the forehead. Yeah, basically it attenuates, like it reduces the wrinkles, the imperfections of your skin maybe. So that's one. Let's see about whitening my teeth. Okay, so now I don't need to go to the dentist anymore. I just have Canva. So for that, I'm gonna zoom in on these yellow teeth. Let's see how yellow we can go. So this is the original photo, okay? And this is with the teeth whitener at 50, which is pretty cool. Let's go like full white. I want to have like super shiny teeth. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so you can play around with this effect if you think your teeth could use a little bit of whitening. And same with the red eyes. My eyes are relatively red here, so let's see if I can get that whiter. Really looking much more beautiful thanks to Canva. So thank you, Canva. Okay, let's see. Eyes whitening. Oh, they're already 100%. Let's see, original. Yeah, this is not really doing much for my eyes because the photo doesn't really capture my eyes too much. So pretty much this is what I wanted to show you. Once you're happy with the result, look at this whiteness. Once you're happy with the result, just click on apply and your photo will be saved with these settings. The feature is available for pro and free users, just like all the other features I talked about today. How good is that? And that's it for me, guys. If you like this video, make sure to check out the rest of the series of What's Hot. This is episode 12 already, meaning we have 11 other episodes with other new features, which are not as new as these ones because these are the latest ones, but they are still very valuable if you're new to Canva and you really want to discover everything you can do with it. So we'll leave a link for you to check out this playlist, and until then, have fun designing. I will see you in the next video.